Welcome back. I am back today with some EIDL updates on the grants and the loan increases and the loans in general, okay? I'm going to focus in today on Form 2202 because I am still getting a lot of questions from all of my viewers on my Instagram and right here on YouTube on how to fill out Form 2202. Plus, I got myself in a glitch on Form 2202. I'll explain that here in just a moment. So share this video with everybody that you know that's inside the EIDL grant program or the loan program. We're going to cover a lot of details here in this video, and you're not going to want to miss out. So let's get you guys all caught up. Welcome back, everybody. I am back today with an EIDL update on the grants and the loan increases because we have new data that surfaced this week from the SBA around the targeted advanced grants and the supplemental advanced grants. And I also want to still step through Form 2202 because, man, I still get a ton of questions on Form 2202, especially from all the sole proprietors out there and the gig workers out there who don't necessarily fill out a traditional balance sheet or understand the importance of this form or the importance of how it's related to hazard insurance and everything that's contained on that form. All right, so we're going to talk about all that in detail here. And by the way, if you have not yet met me before, my name is Edward Bilder. I typically post finance videos on wealth strategies on how to fill your pockets starting with just $0. I have programs out there that could get you cash flowing in 3 business days, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. Right now, I focus heavily on EIDL, Paycheck Protection Program, and the stimulus updates because so many small business owners out there are stuck in glitches and stuck in scenarios and they don't necessarily know how to solve them. They tune into this channel each and every day, grab an update, and head on out there and fix all the problems that they're seeing with the SBA, all right? That's what this channel is all about, finding methods to get you guys your funds faster and fill those pockets sooner, okay? So I want to start out and I want to dive into the data that surfaced here on the targeted advanced grants and the supplemental advanced grants because, boy, it does not look very good. We have millions of applicants that are out there. If you consider practically the 6 million last year who applied for the advance and the potential that maybe 2 million, maybe 1 to 2 million of these qualify for the program, the SBA has only issued 110,000 targeted advanced grants. Those numbers are incredibly low, incredibly low. If we take a look at the supplemental advanced grants, it's a bit higher, okay? They came in at 50,000. Considering the timing of how long this program's been around, the supplemental grants are going much faster than the targeted advanced grants. However, those applications are already submitted. So they're basically just taking a look at your targeted advanced grant, looking for the 50%, 10 or fewer, and saying, okay, yep, they qualify for this as well, send them the funds, all right? So I do expect that to go a bit faster, and it makes some sense that not everybody's gonna qualify for it under that 110,000 that are currently allocated funds, all right? Now, I wanna point out a reminder around the targeted advanced grants and the supplemental advanced grants because in some cases, you might be expecting the money to be showing up in your bank account. And if you go and check your portal and you see it says funded and a few days have expired, maybe 4 or 5 days have expired, I would be calling my bank ASAP to find out if your ACH transfer has been rejected and sent back to the SBA. There is a new process because many of the banks right now are rejecting the ACH transfers, and you're going to have to take some steps to get it fixed with the SBA. So there is a new step. There's a new process. You could find it right now in the description. Just follow the steps, use the email, submit all your information, just copy and paste it right in and get yourself moving faster in the queue, all right? I want to shift now into the loan increases, and I want to start talking about Form 2202. Pretty important form here, and not a lot of people really understand what this form is all about. It is the schedule of liabilities, all right? Super important form. It's not a required form, but it is suggested, and essentially what we're about to do here, when we step through this form, we're basically going to build a balance sheet that shows the SBA how many liabilities you have out there, and then tells the SBA that you have the proper hazard insurance coverage on those liabilities, okay? So this form could be pretty important. If you don't have enough coverage on the far right side, the far right column for everything that's on the far left side, all right, you might find yourself getting denied for the loan increases, all right? And as I said, I got myself stuck in my own glitch because I did post a video on this while I was on vacation, and during a YouTube error that I created myself, I accidentally deleted the video on form 2202. All right, so let me get you guys all refreshed on form 2202, and I'm still getting hundreds of questions on this, so it is due, and we're going to leave this one up. I'm not going to delete this video. Okay, so let's get into the details. Okay, I want to start out first by talking about what exactly Form 2202 is. This is a schedule of liabilities. It is a suggested form that the SBA is requesting to go along with your Form 5 in requesting your SBA disaster loan, your EIDL disaster loan, all right? This form is designed to describe all of your fixed debts that typically would show up on a balance sheet for traditional businesses, right? But for sole proprietors, gig workers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, let's be real. You don't have a balance sheet, all right? So essentially, you're going to create a balance sheet by filling out this form and keeping it in this format, because what the SBA is wanting to do, they want to know how much debt, fixed debt you have out there, if you're on time or late with that fixed debt, and they want to know if they give you a loan, will you be able to pay your fixed debts plus the loan, and how is it secured under hazard insurance? If something were to happen to you or the business, how is all that debt going to be paid off? Okay. Now, the things you're going to place on this form are things such as your short-term and your long-term liabilities, such as accounts payable, notes payable, accrued payroll, and mortgage payments. You're also going to want to separate all of your business liabilities from your personal liabilities. All right. And that's a little tricky to understand, but just think about it this way. You're not going to place on here your credit card that you go shopping with, all right? You're going to place on here maybe a business credit card that you would typically use if you're driving Uber and you always use it for your gas. Maybe that's the credit card you would place on here. Okay, I'm going to pop this up on the screen. Let me just move over here a little bit so I can put it up there on the screen. All right, pop it up on the screen. I'm going to skip the obvious things here, like filling out your name and the date. Okay, we're going to go straight into the less obvious ones, because some of these columns, they're not as obvious as what they mean. All right. So obviously in column 1, you're going to place the name of your creditors. Start here by just listing them out. It might help you fill out the rest of this information. So list your creditors first. All right. In columns number 2 and columns number 3, it's asking for the original amount and the original date of which this loan was taken. So let's say you borrowed, I don't know, $100,000. You got, $20,000 in interest. I know it's a little high. So you borrowed $120,000, place that value in column number 2, and the date in which you received that funding, okay? In column number 4, it's asking for the current balance on that $120,000. Maybe you paid off half of it, put $60,000 in the next column. In column number 5, write down whether you are current or delinquent on that loan, all right? That's just basically the status. You on time, you're not on time, you're current, or you're delinquent, all right? Column number 6 is asking for the maturity date. So, for example, if you have say a mortgage, the interest gets paid sometimes ahead of anything else. Okay, so it wants to know. This form is asking at what point is all of your interest paid off, and the maturity date is reached. Place that date right there in that column. Column number 7 is asking for the payment amount and the month and the year of which those payments are due. All right, so place that in column number 7. And then the very last column there, probably one of the most important columns, is how is all of this secured? Okay, how is this all secured? Now remember, I have talked about things like renter's insurance. If you're a home-based business, that could be part of securing some of these debts. I've also talked about your homeowner's insurance as a method of securing some of these debts. In some cases, you could take a look at life insurance. You can also take a look at short-term and long-term disabilities insurances. These are things that would help make your payments, make sure that you're still receiving payments, and make sure that you can continue to pay on all these fixed debts, long-term or short-term fixed debts like accounts payable, notes payable, accrued payroll, mortgage payments, and everything else described on this form. So I do hope that helps everybody that is asking a lot of questions around Form 2202, and I apologize for deleting that previous video. I know I stepped through this once before, but I felt it was important to make sure I got this video back out because many people are still looking for it in Form 2202. You could find a copy of this form inside the description if you want to follow it along as we go through the video. Maybe rewind it, watch it again, grab the form, and start filling it out as we go through it. Also found in the description, don't forget to grab your free stuff. I have a whole section on free crypto, free sign-on bonuses, and free stocks. Remember, Webull is giving away a Tesla right now for this month. It's their anniversary month, and every month I get about $2,000 worth of free stocks from Webull. By recommending Webull to my friends on Facebook, I click 2 buttons, and I get $2,000 worth of stocks every month. It's crazy the amount of stocks they actually give away. If you guys also would like to expand your revenue streams, get yourself into passive income inside the real estate game, starting with $50, cash flowing in 3 business days, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. Check out my crash course in the description on AirBNBs. Get yourself a new tomorrow. I know, try saying that over and over again 10 times fast. I know. It's almost like I practiced that a bunch of times, right? That's going to do it for today, folks. If you need further assistance outside my free content found right here on YouTube, you can find me pinned in the top comment for a one-on-one consultation. Just click the link and set up a phone call with me. I also have some great bundle codes where you can bundle up some of my courses and get yourselves a discount, all right? So check those out in the description. I wish you all the best, and I will catch you all on the next one. Bye for now.